Students told us they can't live in their apartments right now, but they still have to pay rent. This all happened Sunday at the Ridge at North Texas Apartments in Denton, a private complex that houses college students. News 8's Monica Hernandez is there live tonight with the very latest. What's going on here, Monica?
Well, Cynthia, I just got an update from the apartment complex about 20 minutes ago, and they say that, in fact, most of the students who live here in this affected building, about 50 of them, are going to be able to get back into their apartments. But the 3 units that you see closest to me, those are completely damaged. The city says those will most likely have to be demolished, and those students are going to have to move elsewhere. Tonight, they're still waiting for answers. It had to be terrifying. Dozens of people falling through this 3rd-floor apartment at the Ridge of North Texas during a party this weekend.
I don't know how many people are hurt. We need an emergency team out here, right? Okay.
Amazingly, no one was seriously hurt, but a day later, it's not safe for anyone who lived on the floors below to go back inside.
I'm considered homeless now, and it's really sad. And you try to keep a strong face, and then you think, oh, I have an exam this week. I have a paper due in 2 weeks. I need to start focusing on that.
Sprinklers that went off for hours after the collapse flooded the 1st and 2nd floors.
My ceiling has water bubbles all up in it.
Residents like Amber Hornick say the apartment has offered to reimburse them for a 3-day hotel stay and is looking for alternate units, but hasn't offered many more answers. All of it just weeks after her family felt the impacts of Hurricane Harvey in Houston.
We're still students who had our lives completely destroyed. They could help us out a little bit more.
Structural engineers have been at the building all day, so who is at fault? We asked the City of Denton's building official who inspected the building this morning.
The structural integrity of the complex is fine. When we start putting large numbers of people or a lot of weight onto systems that aren't designed for that we need to use caution.
Scott McDonald says the floors were up to code, but weren't designed to handle that many people jumping in one small space. Now, police say they have been at this 3rd-floor apartment at least once before in the last few months for a noise complaint. 1st-floor resident Rochelle Carney alerted police just moments before the collapse.
We choose to live here because the apartments are supposed to support you and be good and helpful. And at least in a time like this, at least help us find housing. It should be the least that they do.
A spokesman for the apartment complex tells me that all affected residents will be reimbursed 7 days' rent. As for the number of people who won't be able to go back into these units because they are destroyed inside, we're talking 16 students who are still looking for a place to live. The apartment complex says that they will help them find permanent housing, likely somewhere off-site in a sister apartment complex. In Denton, I'm Monica Hernandez, Channel 8 News.